What's up, Mercs? It's Jono here, and today we're doing another Let's Explore of Starbound. Now, that's kind of weird for me because I don't normally Let's Explore a game twice. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to try and show off every patch that releases for Starbound, because I did say how much I like this game, and I did say how much I want to Let's Play it, but unfortunately I cannot do that, so this is the next best thing. So, today we're going to be going over the newest patch, which is called Irritable Koala, which was just released last night and adds a bunch of fixes. I think it was about half a gig worth of stuff. It is a pretty big changelog, and it is a pretty good changelog if you ask me. This is the new ship. As you can see, I have redecorated a little bit from last time. I think I showed this ship off last time. Didn't really have anything, but yeah, this is my Florin ship on my character Ghost Bleeder. Anyway, we're going to start this right off, and the first change they did was massively reduce the pixel cost of early armors and weapons, sometimes eliminating it entirely. So if we look at the Iron Anvil here, copper items are probably the starter items for armor. There's no more pixel cost for them. They're completely taken down. The Sprout armor, the pixel cost was greatly reduced. I think it was like 100 or 200 more pixels just for the anklets. So that's a good thing. I really think that reducing the pixel cost for early levels is a really, really good thing that they put in. The next change is you can build a refinery in later tiers to turn ores of all kinds into pixels. And then later in this changelog, it also says make the refinery appear earlier in game. This was already in the game, so I don't know why it actually mentioned it. I had this refinery before the update. Maybe they put half the update out first and then just update it as they went. But I've had the refinery, and I looked in the Iron Anvil and stuff, and there wasn't a way to build it earlier than the Molten or the Metalwork station, unless they just reduced the cost of the refinery. That could be it. But I don't think there's an early way to get it, unless maybe you can actually find it in the world. That also could make sense on like level 1 planets. Okay, the next change is monsters now have a small chance to drop meat when killed with normal weapons. So say I just went up to them and I killed them with my sword, which is a level 16 sword, by the way, Miss Woodkiller. Doesn't matter what level, it's just a cool sword that I want to show. Now this is a new planet, by the way. I've never been here. This is level 8 planet. I was currently in a level 15 planet in the beta sector, which is tier 2, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to go to an unexplored level 8, just so I can mow down the enemies without any problems. Alright, so yes, when you kill an enemy with your normal sword like this, you have a small chance of getting the meat, which is pretty good, because people who just go around the map killing a bunch of things will have a little bit a better chance to get meat than just going around killing things with the hunting bow. So I kind of like that. Next is you can no longer teleport to another player's ship from underground. So apparently, I guess there was a bug before where what happened was when you teleported to another player's ship, if you're in a party online with people, and you teleport to their ship but not your own, it actually put you, it let you do that even when you're underground, which it doesn't let you do it to your own ship. But that's a way to exploit, and that's a way to actually get out of the underground when you're really far in. So they changed that so you can't do that anymore. It was a bit of a bug, and I'm glad they did, because that just means you have to play a little bit more, or you have to plan a little bit more when you're mining down, so you can't just bug yourself off your friend to get out. I like that a lot. I like any fix that makes the game harder for people who like to exploit. Just in general, I don't know. I'm a mean person. Alright, next is bandages are now craftable with 4 plant fibers. So previously, bandages took 2 fabric, which I think each fabric is made with 2 plant fibers. So it's the equivalent recipe, except this time you don't actually need to make fabric first. You can just take plant fibers and make them into bandages. There's no refining required, which is pretty good, because honestly, making into fabric and all that, it's kind of like an unnecessary thing. I mean, I understand it makes a little bit more sense than just putting plant fibers into it, but they did kind of change the sprite of bandages. They changed the color a little bit, and I don't know, it makes it look a little bit more organic. It makes it kind of look like you made it from some plant kind of things. The next change is fixed human starter chests to show Apex items, or that showed Apex items rather. So I'm guessing, I did actually test this out. I didn't test out before the fix, unfortunately, so I can't really tell you what it used to have, but I'm guessing when you were a human and you started up the game, it gave you banana seeds and I guess another fruit that was an Apex fruit, not the human stuff. Now, on the other hand, though I did check this out, it gives you corn and wheat, which is human stuff, so they fixed that and that's all good. Interestingly enough, I don't think this is in the update, but when you start out with a race, you have your own different recipes, like your own crafting recipes, which is actually interesting, because I was playing human, and I have like the ability to craft a candy lollipop and burgers, you know, American food, and well, I say American, but human food. There was some human food that wasn't just, you know, pure stereotypical American food, but still, you could craft all different kinds of stuff. There's ice cream and that kind of stuff, and no other race could do that, at least not at first. Now they're getting some recipes they find on their own, which I think that's a great thing in this game. It means that your race actually has its own lore, and your character follows that lore. I think that's pretty cool. Or culture, I guess. Lore or culture, whatever, same thing, whatever, it still works. Okay, the next thing is monsters now have a 70% chance to drop meat when killed with a hunting weapon. So before it was 50%, they upped that chance, like say I have a steel hunting bow and I kill this. They upped the chance for him to drop meat just a little bit. There you go, got some meat. Just so it's easier to collect meat and harvest it as a reliable food source other than actually farming for meat. Or farming for food rather, like plants and such. I'm sure there's some sort of meat-like plant in this game that's a vegetable. Actually, I think I've seen them before that you can eat, which is pretty cool actually, but that's a discussion for another video. Let's get some gold here. Alright, so the next change is, where was I? Gotta look on this list. Okay, here, make guards you've summoned refer to you as their boss. So you can summon guards in this game. I've seen it in the crafting table. Unfortunately, you can't show it off this video. You need 2,500 pixels to do that. I'm guessing it's like a guard companion from like a town. I have no idea how that works. But I think it does matter in your race, because you can also spawn a villager relative to your race. Ooh, we found a dungeon we get to explore. For instance, I can spawn Florin. Here we go. Here's the entrance. Look at that. Looks like a snake. I can spawn Florin villagers. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess the guard I can spawn is gonna be Florin. Wow, that weapon took a while to swing. There's a little bit of a bug in this game. When you switch weapons, it takes a few seconds before you can swing. I don't know if they're gonna fix that. It's kind of obnoxious, though. See, look, I'm trying to swing right there. You can't just switch right into it. You have to actually have your weapon out. And when I'm trying to put torches down, that doesn't work good. Alright, so. But yes. Where was I? But yes, so now when you talk to the guards you spawn, they will call you their boss. They'll call you boss. So that's actually pretty cool for people who want to actually be referred to as boss. I guess that's just a little fun change they added. Okay, next is, I keep losing myself here. Okay, I already did that. Okay, here. Reduce fuel costs a bit to go to other planets. Apparently, I say apparently because I didn't see it. The cost, I have a gun, by the way, and a shield, so we're going to use that just to get past these guys if I can. There we go. The cost of fuel to go to other planets, like to go to a planet within your solar system, it costs about like 30 fuel. Now it costs about 1 fuel if it's within your solar system. Honestly, I didn't think it was too bad. I thought it was very reasonable, but apparently other people complained about it, so they changed that for that, which I guess that's fine. It doesn't really matter. So next, we have tweak wording of starter quests to encourage exploring other planets. Now I haven't actually checked this out to see what it looks like or what it sounds like, what they added, I mean, what words they put in. But so apparently now when you sorry, my throat hurts from talking so much. when you start the tutorial quest, apparently the wording of the quest now actually tells you encourages you rather to explore. Let me see if it shows it for me. This isn't a character that did this before, but I don't think it's going to. Yeah. I don't think it's going to show it for this one. Okay, yeah, I think the first actually, you know, I think your ship's engine isn't yet strong enough to take you beyond the Alpha sector. I think right there, that kind of encourages a little bit. I think that's what they meant. Honestly, I have no idea if that's correct, though, because I don't know if I'm actually seeing the thing or not, because this character was made before the update. I don't know if it changes with the character. I think it would, but I have no idea. So, don't take my word on that. That's just one of the changes. Okay, the next change is added the hunting knife as a new weapon to hunt with. So I have it with me here. It's a level 3 as your starter hunting knife. I guess maybe you can get more or different kinds of hunting knives, just like you can get different kinds of different kinds of bows. But here you go. Here's the hunting knife. Just like the bow, it has a 70% chance now to drop meat on creatures. I don't think on humans, unless that's a bug. I'm gonna see if I can't kill one and see. Obviously, these guys are a little bit higher leveled, so shoot them there. Higher leveled for my weapon, rather, not for my pistol. Okay, so that's cool. That's a little nice feature that they added. So if you didn't want to just go around shooting your bow, or if you weren't really good with range weapons this game, now you can use a melee weapon to reliably get meat, which I like that a lot. That's actually something that should have been added to begin with. But I don't want to sound like I'm ragging on the game because it's beta. It really, honestly, they're just kind of testing a bunch of things at once. Let me put my Miss Woodkiller back on here. Okay, the next thing they added was a new legendary weapon. Now, what's the weapon? No clue. Couldn't tell you, and I probably wouldn't tell you if I did know. They didn't say, and I'm glad they didn't, and I'm not going to go look it up because the fun in that is to actually find it yourself. So, go out there and find that new legendary weapon. I haven't found the original legendary weapon, so I wouldn't know if it's new or not. They changed the pixel loss on death to 20%. I'm not sure how much it was before. Could have been higher or lower than that. They did this, they say, only for testing, so it might change in the future how much you lose on death. They're just kind of fiddling around with how much you lose when you die, how much of your pixels you lose. They're kind of trying to find what works best for this. Because they want you to, feel like you've lost something, but they don't want to make it ridiculous, because you can die pretty easily in this game. But yes. So the next thing they did was they made silver more visible, because apparently, well, I say apparently again, for me, well, I guess it did kind of look like, it looked like just kind of stone. It didn't look like silver. It was hard to find silver when it was there. It just, for me, it looked like it was something completely different. So now apparently they made silver a little more visible. I don't know what it looks like because I haven't found it yet, or at least, oh yeah, I have actually. Now I think about it, yeah, it's brighter now. It's actually like a white. It's a little bit of a whiter stone, and you can definitely tell it's different than it was before. It's a little bit brighter, and I like that a lot. All right, so the next thing they did was they added a new early armor that allows you to trade warmth, or trade armor for warmth. So basically, there's some new armor you can get relatively early on that warms you for, say, cold planets, and the only trade-off for that is it won't have as much armor as other armors. Would that make sense? Yeah. The only thing is, I don't know how you get this armor. I looked in the crafting menu up in my ship for my crafting table, the iron anvil, and the metal workers thing, and I haven't seen any new what's it called? Any new armors that give you warmth. So I don't know if it's just something you can buy from merchants, some early level merchants. I really have no idea. I picked up a weapon in my... It's not very good. We're gonna trash that. Picked up a weapon in my torch slot, and I'm out of torches. Yeah, craft some more here. There we go. Okay, so can I do anything with this? Oh, I can. It's an actual tomb. I didn't think so. All right, so next they tweaked the UFO boss to make him be able to destroy blocks. So now the reason this is a big thing here is because previously the UFO boss, which was your first tier 1 boss, because like I said, this game has 10 tiers, and to beat each tier, you kill the boss, and then you get an item for a new crafting table. At least that's how it's been for the first tier, and I think that's how it's going to be for the second tier. But once you do that, you can craft something to get you to the next tier up, like a ship upgrade. But, so originally you could hide inside of a really small house, and the boss could just keep shooting the house, and it would damage itself if it was close enough, and it would just never get you. And you could attack through the roof, which you can still attack through walls. They didn't change that yet. Hope they change that soon, because I really don't like that people can exploit that as much as they do. This is going to be interesting. I'm not going to bullshit it like I did in the Let's Explore, or at least the first Let's Explore. But yes, so they made him be able to smash blocks, which makes him a bit harder. But then again, the next update, they changed his level from level 10 to level 9 to make him a bit easier. So, trade-off, I guess. He is kind of a hard boss, though. even at a higher level, I had a little bit of trouble with him. I actually had to use the cheating way, I guess, the exploiting way to kill him. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it a second time. I think I'll be able to, though, once I actually get good weaponry. Alright, so the next update... Sorry. I need some water. Next update is they revamped the warmth bar to make it more obvious. So previously, the warmth bar looked like a light indicator. No one, like, at first knew what it was until they actually saw it dynamically changing. Now it looks like a thermometer, and it was very actually handy for newer players, and you can definitely tell it means temperature now. So that's a really good change. It's a well-needed change because, like I said, a lot of people got confused on that, but whatever. Alright, so the next thing they changed is they increased mining speed a little bit, which is good. I don't know how much they did. They don't say, like, I don't know, a percentage or anything. It just says increased mining speed. I'm probably going to get hurt and die. Holy shit. That was close. That was really close. So yes, they increased mining speed. Next, they added numbers above the hotbar slots. As you can see up here, they added numbers, which is actually really nice. I like that a lot. I don't know why. It makes me be able to click buttons better. Even though I've memorized the keyboard, I'm sure everyone who's a PC gamer has memorized their keyboard. It just makes it a little bit easier when there's numbers up there. I really have no idea why. Okay, so the next thing is they made craftable climbing rope. Now, can I make craftable? I cannot. I'm gonna have to go get some plant fibers after we desecrate these tombs here. Anything good? We got some meat and some silver. There's a bunch of bones here, but nothing good. So we're going to go back to the surface, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can't get some plant matter. That's not the surface. What am I doing? And we're going to try and make some craftable rope, but we'll come back to that. So next thing is the hunger bar is always shown when you're eating food. So let me eat something, and as you can see, the hunger bar comes up. Now, before, it used to kind of do that, although it kind of didn't come up like all the time. It was like sometimes it'll come up when you eat, sometimes it won't. It was random. Now they fixed that, so it always comes up. Also, another change they did, you can hold down Alt and your hunger bar will come up whenever you need it, as long as you're holding down Alt, which is another great change. And the next thing they added is they added a dumb quick way to advance their tiers 4 through 10 quickly. Now, that's because tiers 4 through 10 and maybe even other tiers are not completed yet. Tiers are the different levels of planets going by increments of 10. They're like different sectors, like Alpha Sector and Beta Sector. At least that's my understanding. But they haven't finished the tiers yet. If I look at the next thing, they're pulling out complete tiers of content really soon. They said they'd like to get at least half a tier done a week, because a tier is a big bag of content. So they want to try and get as much as they can out per week. So they said half a tier per week. That sounds like a pretty good thing. So what? In like 2 weeks, you'll have a tier done. So 10 tiers, 20 weeks. Now, that's not a definite answer, though. That's not like a for sure thing. They want to try. Maybe they'll do it faster. Maybe they'll do it slower. Who knows? But all you guys need to know is they're constantly updating, which is great. Next, they fixed a bug where mini-bosses over level 11 do not drop rares. Now, apparently mini-bosses over level 11 were supposed to drop rares. It was just a thing that was supposed to happen because they're a challenge and you're supposed to be rewarded for that challenge. That has been fixed, and they also now have a chance to drop guns. So if you see a mini-boss and you need a gun, that might be a chance to drop it. I don't think it's a sure thing because it says they can now drop guns. It says can. Or rather, they now drop guns. They don't say can, but I really don't think it's going to be a definite, oh, they always drop guns. I think it's, they might drop guns, so there's a chance if you kill him, you'll get a gun, which I think that's a good thing, because mini-bosses didn't really reward you with much before. You killed it, and that's all. But now, and sometimes you'll get, like, something really stupid, but now you're guaranteed a rare. At least that's my understanding from this update. Okay, so next... UFOs should not hopefully fly away anymore. So some of you guys notice when you die, the UFO just takes off when you come back down. You can't fight it again, you know, it disappears. Turns out it doesn't disappear. What happens is it loses aggro on you because you're gone. You're not in the map anymore. So it goes to fight the birds that are flying above you. So really, it's still in the map. You can go find it, but it's busy fighting some birds. It's going to kill birds. It doesn't want to kill you. It wants to kill some birds. So... that has been fixed. Okay, oh, it says hopefully fixed, so... Hopefully. Okay, so the last fix is tons of bug fixes. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess the crashes, the problems they've had with a bunch of different things. I'm curious to see if when you... I'm gonna craft all this rope now. But I'm curious to see if when you shift-click items into a chest, if it actually deletes that. And we're going to test that in a second. But let's test out this rope. So we click it, and look at that. Look at that. Look how the rope bends on stuff. Watch. Look at that. Look at the physics with this rope. That's awesome. I can go all the way down. This is as far as it goes, and then I can... Well, if you jump, you break the rope. But you lift yourself back up, you kind of unwedge yourself off things. But I think that's an awesome thing. This rope was demonstrated in a rope test that they had before alpha or before beta was released, when they were just showing off little gameplay footages or little gameplay snippets. Now let me just test something. Oh yes, they fixed the bug. When you shift click into a full chest, the item doesn't destroy itself. It just stays in your inventory. They fixed that. That right there was my biggest problem. Completely fixed now. 10 out of 10. 15 out of 10 actually. This game is amazing. If you guys really... $15 guys, you should check this game out. But anyway, that's the end of the changelog for Irritable Koala. I hope you guys enjoyed my update on Starbound. Now this is the first update video I've ever done for like a patch. I mean, I'm still kind of getting used to the whole Let's Explore thing, and now I'm kind of just going out of nowhere doing a patch thing. Oh, that's interesting. The time changed a little bit faster. But that might not be related to my ship. The time at this planet might just be accelerated at night. Some planets have shorter time or shorter night cycles than other planets. That's just how it works. I think it's based on the solar system you're in. It's based on the star that the planets surround, which makes sense. But yes, guys, like I said, this is kind of new for me, the whole, bug fixes kind of deal, or the whole update kind of deal. I don't really cover games updates, but like I said before, I really want to do a Let's Play on this game. Can't do that, so here's the next best thing. This is the coolest planet I've ever seen. There are 2 fucking dungeons like this on either side. This is amazing. Oh my god. This is just a really small planet. It's the exact same one. Look it. Oh my god. We have to go check this out. Let me see how small this planet is. Look at how small that planet is. That planet is so small. The dungeon, you can just go left or right and enter it on both sides, and you won't even know the difference. That is so awesome. So look at that. That's a small planet, guys. The large planets, you can take a few hours to go around. I've tried, and it really does take like an hour or two. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this update, this Let's Explore, whatever you're going to call it. I'll just call it this update. Sounds a little bit better for this type of video. I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can comment if there's a way I can improve how I'm doing this. I'm a little bit new to like I said, to the whole video, or the whole game update videos, because I'm reading a whole list of things. I don't normally read off scripts. It's not a script, but I don't normally read off pre-written things. Of course, in this case, I kind of have to, because it's the changelog. I'm not going to memorize the changelog. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for now with Starbound. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to join the Krukovian Mercs, because together we can conquer the internet. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Check out Starbound on Steam for $15. It is well worth the asking price. It is an amazing game. And I say it's probably so far my favorite game of 2013, possibly my favorite game of, within the 5 years or 10 years, I'd say. Probably my favorite game of all time right now, because it's just the amount of possibilities in this game. It's outstanding. Check it out on Steam, $15. Once again, I will see you all next time. Good